At least 109 people have died in Texas after catastrophic flooding over the weekend, and officials say around 160 are still missing. According to the state's governor, more than 20 state agencies, 1,700 personnel, and nearly 1,000 vehicles are responding to the aftermath. Tonight, Nidia Cavazos joins us from Kerrville as those teams continue to search for any signs of life along the Guadalupe River.
Charisse, the situation out here in Texas continues to get even more complicated as we are now talking about 161 people who remain missing, and this is on top of the 109 that had already been confirmed to have lost their lives over the weekend. Officials in Kirk County, Texas, continue to search for those who remain unaccounted for in the wake of the deadly 4th of July flash floods. More than 100 people have been confirmed dead, and many more are missing.
Just in the Kerr County area alone, there are 161 people who are known to be missing.
On Tuesday, Texas Governor Greg Abbott took to the skies to survey the damage of the area. 5 campers and 1 counselor from Camp Mystic, a girls' camp in Kirk County, are still missing. Among the young campers who survived, there are feelings of guilt.
It's hard to hear because they were so young. I feel guilty that we were so safe and oblivious while they were living hell on earth.
Lily and Paige Kummerfeld have gone to Camp Mystic for nearly a decade and were there at the time of the floods.
It happened so quickly that no one really had time.
For their parents, the hours-long wait to find out if their daughter survived the floods was excruciating.
When I heard Lily's voice from the EMS phone, it was the sweetest sound I'd ever heard. She goes, "Hi, Mom, it's Lily." And it was the best sound.
For now, local officials are not taking any questions as to what could have been done different, how could more lives have been saved, and were enough alerts sent out on time. For now, they say their priority is finding those who are still missing. I'm Nidia Cavazos for WWL Louisiana.
And the tragedy is touching people in our area. Today, we spoke to a North Shore man who says his daughter-in-law and 2 young grandchildren barely escaped that rising water. Dr. Michael Sprague shared images of their cabin taken after the flood. His daughter-in-law has been a counselor at Camp Mystic for years, and Thursday took her 6- and 9-year-olds to see the camp for the first time. Then early Friday morning, the Guadalupe River started to rise. It is normally about 100 feet away from the cabin, but within hours, the water was lapping at their porch. At 3:45, they decided to get out.
They waded out in shin-deep water. It was pitch dark. They didn't know where they were going. They made a left-hand turn and got a little higher, and for 3 hours they waited on a hill for the sun to come up.
The National Guard got them out of that area that evening, and thankfully none of them were hurt. Like so many other natural disasters, the United Cajun Navy is on the front lines, and their call to action comes from what they describe as inadequate government response to hurricanes like Katrina and Helene. As the water recedes, searches have gone from boats to horseback and on foot, and they plan to continue their mission this week. Now, meanwhile, Raising Cane's owner and founder Todd Graves is chipping in $1 million to the American Red Cross. You can find ways to help those impacted on our website, our free smartphone app, as well as our social media pages. There we'll also have the latest as recovery efforts continue in Texas.